Aloha and welcome to the families and our distinguished guests. Thank you for coming and supporting us as we celebrate the graduation of our 54th firefighter recruit class. My name is Jeremy Takurio and I'll be your MC for today. The men seated in front of us today have endured an 11-month-long program, making them worthy of the title of firefighter. We train on just about anything and everything you can imagine to prepare them for any and all obstacles that they may have to endure. If any of you were here last year, one of those obstacles was a mic stand. So I got to give a shout out to my man in the booth back here. His name is Captain Goo. This might be the last year that he does our media for us. But you guys can't see it. So he has the mic stand this year. He got us the mic, but the mic doesn't fit in the stand. So we get duct tape. Duct tape fixes everything. So with that, thank you again, Captain Goo. All joking aside, he has done a lot for us in this class, and he is truly the reason we can live stream the ceremony today. In all seriousness, welcome everybody to this very important occasion in these firefighters' lives and the start of their career. A huge mahalo goes out to all of you. As we know, we wouldn't be here today without you. We'll go through a few housekeeping things before we begin. The pictures that are on the table, that's yours to keep. Restrooms are located outside to your left. We do have more refreshments in the back if you guys want. You can also ask Captain Goo, but fair warning, he might give you the drink without a cup. Just a heads up. With that, we can start the program. I'd like to call up firefighter recruit Darren Nakanelua for the opening prayer.
Mahalo, Efio Tikurio. Maybe next year's obstacle, we can get a step stool for me. Thank you. Kipuline, rather than bowing our heads, I invite you to look up and around. Heaven is all around us. For those of us sitting outside, acknowledge the breeze, acknowledge the shade, acknowledge the light that sits with all of us, because that's who we call out to today. Kipuline. E kia kuaiki, e kia kuapoko, nau mako I te po, nau mako I te au, ai hela o ko. Ian o au he pula pula, he kamau ki kahi kupuna I aina nei. Kai haa ka ina pau ka nei noa, o hilo mai oia. Ne a ko e I Maui, ano homa leila. E a ka o ko pula pula. Trapo, I call out to you to sit on the shoulders of these 18 men and the support systems that come to celebrate them. We dedicate this day to all the triumph, challenges, obstacles, and limits that we've acknowledged deep within ourselves. Instructors and students alike, we've shown our truest forms. May you magnify those forms for the years to come in our respective careers. We call upon Kamapua'a, Hawaii's first firefighter, who battled the fires of Pele and starts the fires with Ama'u sitting in front of you, and follow the light in the darkest, most tumultuous conditions in which we walk through freely, following the kukui. All of these mo'olelo and all of these stories and philosophies could not be done without our founder, Kalani Nui Mehameha, Kaiwakilo Moku Kana'i Puni, as he came to Maui on his fourth attempt to unite the islands against Kalani Kupule. He uttered, I moe nā poki'i, a inu I ka wai awa awa, a o he hope, he ho'i mai ai. These brothers have moved forward. They indeed drank the bitter waters, every last drop, and there is no return. So keep in mind when I send you off in this pule. O a ia I kaena I ka po ele, pi ia ela I kauai, keahi, kawela, no kapui ki ana aila ia. Urua lau ia kama umalo ko kalua I ke ala ele o pele. O a pa kamakani, ele le I kauai kua kanile hua. Kumehameha na pua kama. Na pua ai koloa I hoa lele aku e hapa ia mo pua kukulu I ka paia. Kukulu I ke kaua ia kulana kauale. A pela no ke ula. Ai umau kia I mai te po mai e nana mai ale mai taiti a ki a kaiki. Mai runga I raro. Mai uka I kai mai kai kina I ko mohana mai loka e wau. E kia I ia, malama ia e pale aku I na ho'opiliki ai ko kakonona. A mama, ua noa, lele vale aku la I ka po. For all that we've done this year, both instructors and students alike, let us live the life that we deserve and put it on the line for the community that stands here today. Oia vale.
Thank you, Mr. Nakanelua. At this time, I'd like to call up firefighter recruit Paul Leon with a welcoming message.
Aloha Chiefs, Training Branch, HFD, honored guests, friends and families, and most importantly, my fellow classmates. On behalf of Recruit Class 54, thank you all for being here to celebrate this incredible milestone with us. Today isn't it about receiving a certificate or earning a badge. It's about recognizing the journey that brought us here and the people who made it possible. When we first walked through the recruit doors, we came from different backgrounds, different careers, and different walks of life. Some of us had experience in emergency services, while others were stepping into this profession for the very first time. We didn't know exactly what to expect, but we quickly realized one thing: this academy was going to challenge us in every way possible. There were early mornings that seemed to come too soon, long days that tested our endurance, and moments where every one of us questioned whether we had anything left in the tank. We were pushed physically, mentally, and emotionally. We learned that excellence isn't achieved by accident. It's earned through discipline, repetition, and refusing to quit. But through every drill, every evolution, every classroom lesson, every SCBA bottle, every ladder raised, every hose deployment, and every scenario, we became stronger. More importantly, we became a team. The fire service has a saying: you are only as strong as the crew beside you. Over these past months, those words became reality. We learned to trust one another. We picked each other up after difficult days. We celebrated victories together, laughed together, and sometimes struggled together. Somewhere along the way, this class stopped being a group of individuals and became a family. To our training branch and instructors, thank you. Thank you for holding us to a standard that was higher than we thought we could reach. Thank you for correcting us when we needed it, encouraging us when we doubted ourselves, and never allowing us to settle for good enough. At the time, we may not have appreciated every extra repetition or every lesson that came after a mistake, but today we understand that every correction was an investment in our future and potentially in someone else's life. The standards you demanded of us will stay with us throughout our careers. To our family and loved ones, this accomplishment belongs to you as much as it belongs to us. You sacrificed weekends, holidays, family dinners, and countless hours while we studied, trained, and recovered. You encouraged us when we were exhausted and reminded us why we started when things became difficult. Your patience, understanding, and unwavering support carried us farther than you probably realize. So thank you for believing in us. And finally, to my classmates, I want you to take a moment to look around this room. There are people here who know exactly what you've been through, and there are people who share the same challenges, the same victories, and the same goal. Today marks the end of Recruit Academy, but it also marks the beginning of our responsibility. Soon we'll be assigned to stations across the island. We'll answer calls from people experiencing what may be their worst day of their lives. We won't care how fast we finished a run, how many push-ups we did, or how well we scored on an exam. They'll care that we showed up prepared, competent, compassionate, and ready to serve. And that's what this profession is truly about. It's about service before self. It's about integrity when no one is watching. It's about earning the trust of our community every single day. The badge we wear today isn't simply a symbol of our achievement. It represents our responsibility to protect life, preserve property, and to support our fellow fighters while upholding the reputation of the Hawaiʻi Fire Department. As we move forward in our careers, I hope we never forget where we started. Never stop learning, never stop improving, never forget the sacrifices made to earn your place here. Stay humble enough to listen, confident enough to lead when called upon, and courageous enough to do the right thing even when it's difficult. Class 54, we earned today, but tomorrow we need to earn the title of firefighter every single shift. I'm proud of every single one of you. It's been an honor to stand before you as your class leader throughout this entire journey. And I have no doubt that each and every one of you will make a positive impact on this department and the communities we serve. Let's carry the lessons with this academy with us, honor those who came before us, and set the standard for those who will follow. Mahalo to our families, our instructors, and everyone who believed in us. Congratulations, 54. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. At this time, I'd like to bring up our first guest speaker. Thank you for taking time on your busy day to be here with us today. Please welcome Mayor Kimo Alameda.
All right, aloha. Okay, so this is the group I couldn't wait for because many of them I know, family, friends. I coach some of them, and I remember about a year ago, I went to the high station where they was training, and I went to each and every one of them. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna shake your hand," and so, but I like shake your hand again, like one more time. And they was like, "Ah," I was like, "Yeah, I like shake your hand one more time, but at Auntie Sally's when you finish." And then I went to everyone and I shook their hand. I gave them that firm handshake, and I said, "So what? One more time after this?" They said, "Yeah. You promise?" "Yeah, I promise." And here they are. And so I cannot wait for shake you guys' hands one more time. So proud of you guys. Again, on behalf of the county, this is we have an awesome firefighting administration. We got an awesome chief. I mean, just a week ago, we put out a major fire in Waikoloa, burned over 200 acres. Ain't nobody hurt, no animals injured. Textbook perfect response. And they've been doing that day in and day out. And that's because they get a real good training program. And these young men went through that program. And not everybody made them. I get 2 sons, they went in, now they're carpenters. Okay, so, all right. It takes a certain personality for finish this program. You know what I mean? And a certain kind of work ethic and discipline and a certain commitment. And it's not meant for everybody. But when you finish, you're ready. And I'm so proud that I feel like we're gonna be so much safer with these guys out in the field. And so again, on behalf of the county, it's just an honor to witness this class. And just know, you guys, more important than rank and all that is your reputation. And so all these last names, you brought so much pride to these last names. Let me just share them real quick. Enos, Leon, Nakalenua, Nobriga, Stander, Watt, Ayers, Cruz, Navarez, Perry, Tavares, Worsing, Elento, Lyman, Mance, Simons, Wagan, and Wilson. Remember that. You guys brought so much pride to that. And hey, everybody, big round of applause. That's awesome right there, baby. Yes, sir. So, we all have our last names we got to live up to. And, I grew up with brothers that was kind of Kolohe, so I was just trying to bring my good last name to mine. So, so Alameda, I'm going to work hard for the next 3 years, you guys. Okay, I don't like tarnish my good father's name. So again, on behalf of the county, be safe, be mindful, and always the double shaka. Love you guys.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, I'd like to bring up our next speaker. Please welcome Temporary Fire Chief Daniel Volpe.
The firemen find a solution to everything. That's what we do, problem solvers. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dan Volpe. I'm the temporary fire chief. I have the distinct honor of standing in front of you, families, friends, recruits, and presenting this recruit class to you, having a few words to share with you and to share with the recruits. Now, I'm going to try to do something I don't normally do. I actually wrote something down this time. I'm going to do my best to try to stick to it. No promises, though. Huge thank you, first of all, to the mayor. Thank you for coming, to the cabinet, to the council. Thank you for being part of this event. Thank you to the training division. The RTOs, FEOs, the training captains, under the leadership of Battalion Chief Patrick Springer. I can't tell you how proud I am that his dedication, perseverance, determination, just strength of will and character develop a training program to bring these people here to you today. I have no doubt in my mind that we bring to you the finest firefighter recruits that we have to offer, and all of their love, heart goes into that product, goes into bringing out these people here for you today. Now, to the recruits and the families, and I'm not sure if you guys remember, but this isn't the first time I addressed everybody. About a year ago, High Fire Station, like the mayor mentioned, it was right before you guys started, I got the opportunity to stand in front of you and kind of address the families. At that time, I was the deputy fire chief. I talked to you about my story, explain how I moved to Hawaii with a baby, with the dream to join this fire department. I know that it was tough, it was not easy, but it was this fire department that allowed me to raise a family, raise my children, to build a house, to build a life, to put roots on this island and call this community my home. Over the last 20 years and 23 years in Hawaii, This has become my home. And I owe the fire department everything. And I promised you, like I mentioned that day, that I owe a debt to the fire department. The fire department does not owe me anything. The debt that I owe is that allowed me to raise my family and be part of this community. And that's a debt that I work every day to make sure that I pay back. Now, if you remember, Fire Chief Kazuotan spoke at that night also. He was the fire chief at the time. He came up, he talked to you. He talked about purpose, he talked about promise, and he talked about the badge. Now, he always said that the badge is just a piece of metal, it's not worth much, it won't buy you a house. But so the real value of that badge is that it represents the purpose of the fire department. And it represents the promise that you make today to serve the community. He passed away just a few months after that talk. I became the temporary fire chief overnight. And every day since then, I realized how right he was. The badge that recruits are going to get today, it's not a reward. It's not a trophy. It's a symbol of the purpose that's carried by generations of Hawaii firefighters that is now entrusted to you. Some of them are in this room right now. The Hawaii Fire Department exists to save life and property, to safeguard the community, and to serve the public. And that is it. That is it. That is what we are here for. This is your department. Our job is to serve this community in front of us. Every firefighter that's on this stage that's going to wear this badge and wore that badge before them understands that purpose. They responded when people called for help. They've stood in places where others could not. They've comforted families during unimaginable moments and protected one another as a team. They've sacrificed birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and countless hours with their families so that someone else's family would have help when they needed it most. To the families, everyone seated down here to support your firefighter. I know that despite the work that these guys did, that no one got here by themselves. You encouraged them when they doubted themselves. You accepted the missed weekends, the long nights studying. You celebrated their successes, and you supported them during the difficult days. And for the families, remember, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Holidays will be off schedule. Birthdays will be celebrated the day after. There will be times when things will come up around the house, and they'll be away across the island, gone for 24 hours or more. That's the sacrifice that you make to let your family member come and to help serve this community. And I recognize that sacrifice. The firefighters in this room recognize that sacrifice, and every family member who's been a part of this journey understands what we're asking for. So I talked about the badge and the promise, but this badge that I wear comes with a promise too. The promise that I make to each and every one of you is that as the fire chief, I will do everything in my power to make sure that your loved one comes home at the end of that shift. I will do everything in my power to make sure they have the best equipment, the best training, the best vehicles, the best practices to get home. And there'll be times when they'll be a little beat up, they'll be a little dinged up, they'll be emotionally damaged, there'll be some rough days. And those days when they get beat up physically, mentally, emotionally, and they come home a little bit worse for wear, please know that as a department, we support them there too. Emotional support, mental health support, physical support, and everything we can do to make sure that your family comes home to you back in one piece. That's the promise that I make to you. Now to the recruits. I wanted to talk about something that I actually think is the greatest challenge that probably every firefighter faces. You guys are just getting started. And this isn't a fire. It's not rescue. It's not hazmat. It's not even the physical danger we put ourselves in. It's complacency. Right now, the excitement we feel is real. Every alarm is exciting. It's new. It is action. Every call this is the call. This is the one. And every time you go, you are ready. Every call feels important. Every call raises that heart rate. But this is a career. This is a marathon. And after tens of calls, hundreds of calls, thousands of calls, sometimes that sense, I'm trying to stick to my script. After thousands of responses, the complacency starts to whisper. No need to check the tires on the truck. We checked it yesterday. Nah, no need to check the oxygen. The ambulance didn't go anywhere. It's fine. Nah, I'm tired. Long night last night. I'm gonna skip my workout. You know what? I've already tied 100 knots, 1,000 knots. Why I gotta tie more? One training drill you decide you don't really need because you've done it dozens of times before. One shortcut, then another, then another. Routine begins to replace urgency. The complacency starts to whisper. You've done this before. You don't need to practice. You already know enough. Those are dangerous words. Because emergencies never become routine for the people that call 911. The family trapped inside a burning home does not care how many fires you went to. They don't care. The person suffering a heart attack does not care how many times you've done CPR. This time is the time that counts, and every time is the time that counts. For them, the moment is unlike any other. They deserve the firefighter who trained yesterday, not the firefighter who stopped learning years ago, months ago. The moment you stop trying to get better is the second you start getting worse, and the community that we serve deserves the very best. I'll ask you to fight complacency every single day. Train when no one is watching. Practice your basics. Check your equipment. Master your craft. Listen to those with experience and learn from those with less experience. Stay curious, stay hungry, stay humble. Remain a student in this profession for your entire career, and every time you put on that badge, let it be a reminder of the purpose of the promise that you make here today. Save a life and property, safeguard the community, and serve the public with aloha. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Volpe. Like he said, recruits, complacency is a plague that harms departments worldwide. Don't let that be a trait that carries on with you for the next 30 years. With that, our next speaker, he's the main reason these gentlemen were able to receive the training they did. He's an inspiration to all of us. Please welcome Training Battalion Chief Patrick Springer.
Perfect, Jeremy. Thank you. Oh, aloha kakayaka. What a beautiful morning. I just want to start this by bringing my ohana into the room. They're not here right now. Mama's out of country. My parents are out of country. My little girl's sleeping over at Auntie's house. So I'm here all alone, but I want to bring them here with me because all of you guys are here too. So ohana, friends, family, thank you for joining us today. My address today is mostly directed at you guys because I don't know when I'm going to see you guys again, but I know you guys will make me proud. I believe in that 100%. Don't let me down. So here we go. Today marks the end of a one-year journey together as the Hawaiʻi Fire Department's 54 recruit class. Day after day, you guys showed up, studied until you felt like your heads were going to explode. You pushed your bodies through pain and exhaustion. You all know you was tested physically, mentally, and spiritually. I can see how tired some of you guys are, but get out, we get somewhere for go, boys. Okay? Never forget what today feels like, and never forget what it took to get here, gentlemen. And never forget what you're capable of when you give your very best to something that truly matters. Fight complacency at every turn, like the chief said. It'll be a fool's errand to let all of this sacrifice, pain, and suffering slip through your fingers. Hold on to it. Give no ground to your ego, and wherever you go from here, raise and elevate the standard. I want to leave you with a few thoughts today. The first one comes from that red engine outside, Kapapa Paulehua. Is named by a close personal friend, a brother of mine, retired Maui Fire Department Battalion Chief Amos Lono Kailoa Human. And in that name carries a lot of meaning. But before I get into that, I got to mention that that engine was obtained by this man here for us out of his dedication and commitment to training to get that quality, brand new, beautiful red fire truck for us, for you guys to train on. So as we talk about what that means, right? You guys know what Papa means, right? Foundation. This is what we did in training. We built this foundation. So it's a platform to build upon, right? The foundation is set. It's square. We're ready to elevate so the whole structure can stand tall. Pau. I think all of us know what Pau means, but only these recruits and my real brothers in the back know what Pau really means. When you've given your all, you thought you never have anything left, and you just keep giving some more, some more, some more. Today is the day you lay your sacrifice upon that altar of being done with this journey, but it's only starting, okay? And the lehua itself, ohi'a lehua, right? actively under threat, rapid ohia debt, all of that stuff. But what it is, yeah, Metrosites polymorpha, it is a colonizer species, yeah, to Hawaii, and it colonizes these lava fields. After everything's been consumed by fire, that's one of the first things that pop out. Tens, hundreds of years later, it's a beautiful rainforest. So all of those things are in the name of that truck. And how that relates to training, we build a foundation. We challenge ourselves. We are broken down. We grow, and we come back stronger and stronger and stronger each and every time. Papa Paule to me symbolizes that place where fire shapes the resilient blossom. That's what this past year was meant to do to you. Training ends, but humble service truly begins. Your class motto comes from words attributed to Kamehameha Pae'ea. Imua e nā poki'i, a inu i ka wai awa awa, ao he hope, e ho'i mai ai. For my young brothers, drink of the bitter waters, there is no turning back. Promising Nakano, there's more bitter waters. We're just getting started. But I believe in all of you. Let's keep going. Strong motto. I love it. But you guys got to understand, this year was controlled adversity. The real test begins now. It'll come when you're exhausted, when you're afraid, when nobody's watching, and when doing the right thing is harder than doing the easy thing. When the standard around you is lower than the standard within you. That's when your character will matter. That's when you must remember who you are and why you're here. You wear the name of your ohana on the right side of your chest, and soon you'll place a badge over your heart to shield it from all the evil forces out there, everything trying to hurt everybody, deliver harm unto everyone. We're supposed to stand there and protect everyone. That's what it means. That's when your character will matter. And never forget what that represents. Your ohana, the badge, the patch, the profession. Than any of us. So I do ask you guys this. As you move on from today, keep darkness, bitterness, ego, and because if the source stream is affected, it's appropriate for hilo. If the source of the water is dirty, the muddy water will travel on. Be the light, be that pure, pristine pool of life, pure waters, gentlemen, and just flow through everything. What you bring into the firehouse will spread. Bring discipline, bring courage, bring aloha, and as always, bring a relentless commitment to leaving this department better than you found it. I want to shift gears a little bit, stop preaching to you guys a little bit, and say thank you. To my training staff, my recruit training officers, assistant trainers, line personnel, clerical staff, all the unseen people that keep this machine running, thank you. Our interagency partners, State of Hawaii, DOT, Aircraft Rescue Firefighting, Wakaaloa Fire and Emergency Services, the Hawaii Police Department, Department of Forestry and Wildlife, and the National Park Service. All of these people had a hand in training these gentlemen, and they're a true shining example of what interagency collaboration, training, and preparedness really means. But most importantly, this is about the ohanas. You guys all had a critical role in forming and shaping and forging these gentlemen just to make it here onto my doorstep 1 year ago. And you all have stood with them, supported them, and carried them through this journey when they felt like they had nothing left. And like Chief said, we're only beginning. So thank you. We all sacrifice, not just us in the uniform, everybody at home. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. I'll leave you with this, gentlemen. E lau hoi mai nawa'a, I ke ka, I ka hoi ke ka. Payaku I kaina. Yeah. Everybody paddle the coons together. Bail and paddle, paddle and bail. And the shore will be reached. Some days you guys will paddle, some days you guys will bail, some days you guys will carry the person next to you. I just ask that you remember that, because our legacy is not carried only by one person. It's carried by all of us, not just the ones in uniform, by all of us. Pull together, build upon what was given to us, leave this department and this community stronger for it, for those to come next, because one day the next generation will take our spot in the canoe. Imoa 54, love you guys, good job.
Thank you, Chief Springer. Like I said, yes, thank you again to everybody that had a helping hand for these guys up here. PTA, ARF, DOT, the county, everybody. Without you guys and the support, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you guys again. We are lucky. Our next speaker, you guys might have seen him. He's been on TV. He's been in movies like Moana. He'll be available for autographs later. Been in magazines like Vogue magazine. He's been around. Probably one of the most handsome guys that we have. Please welcome, representing the union, Tay Swords.
Last year when I came, there was no stand. They told me to hold the mic to my mouth, and as I started speaking, I probably ended with the mic down by my waist, and nobody heard anything I said. So, thank you. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Before I begin, I just wanted to acknowledge all the distinguished guests in the room today. The first people I want to recognize are the families in this room. These graduates, you shaped them. You supported them through this academy, and today, in a very real way, you're entrusting them to us. It's not a small thing, and it doesn't go unnoticed. So to the families, thank you for the individuals that you've given us. I also want to acknowledge our training division, the instructors, the mentors, and everyone behind the scenes who helped bring this class to this moment. Not everybody who shapes a firefighter gets to come up to the podium, but your work is sitting here today in their uniforms. My name is Tay Swords. Like my friend kindly introduced me, I serve I'm the Hawaii Division Recorder for Hawaiʻi Firefighters Association. I'm speaking on behalf of HFFA today. For those of you who may not know, HFFA is the union that represents the professional paid state and county firefighters across Hawaii Island, Maui, Lanai, Moloka'i, and Kauai. We're not the department, we are a separate organization. We're run by firefighters, and we do this for the firefighters. Represent and protect the people who do this. Table, legislature, and policy discussions, and anywhere their safety, their livelihood, and the future are on the line. The department gives you your title. It gives you the badge on your chest, the rank on your collar, and the responsibility that comes with this profession. HFFA's role is different. We protect things that allow you to build your life while doing this job. Your wages, your benefits, working conditions, safety protections, due process, and the policies that affect you long before you realize they even matter. A lot of what the union does is not glamorous. It's not always announced, it's not always seen, but it matters. It matters when your family depends on your paycheck. It matters when an injury changes your career. It matters when the policy looks small on paper, but can affect your safety unseen. And it matters when public appreciation sounds good at a podium, but decisions in budget rooms don't always match the words spoken in public. Because what some people see as a benefit is often at the cost of asking ordinary people to do extraordinary things. The work HFA does is not performative. We do it because our members and their families depend on us. And when we face resistance, we stay persistent. So we ask every graduate today to understand who is in your corner, understand why organization matters, and never take the protections that you inherit today for granted. None of it came for free. Firefighters before you fought for it, protected it, and they're passing it forward to you. So it becomes a part of your kuleana. I just want to step out of that role for a little bit. What I'm about to say is not HFFA talking. This is just me. 18 and a half years as a firefighter, 2 counties. Over the past year, you heard a lot about courage, about running towards danger, about helping people on the worst day of their lives. And every bit of it's true. But I don't want to leave you with another lesson on how to be a firefighter. I just want to leave you with something about being a person. This is your profession. This is not your identity. That distinction matters. And I'm going to say it again. This is your profession. It's not your identity. This job is a way of convincing people that the strongest version of yourself or themselves is the person in full gear, calm, capable, unshaken, and ready for anything. Physical readiness matters, training matters, competence matters. You owe it to the crew, you owe it to the public. But there's going to be times when all the preparation and skill in the world is not going to meet the outcome that you couldn't change in the first place. You do everything right, and still you can't save that life or that home you're fighting for. And you got to carry that forever. But this profession asks you to regroup, refocus, and be ready for the next alarm. You know, after doing this for a while, I can tell you that firefighters who last and the ones people remember are not always the guys that are remembered for everyone wants the things that we want to talk about. They usually remember for presence, for how they treat people, for how they carry themselves when nobody's watching. This job is not performative either. We don't do this. We don't serve people for recognition. Depending on you, even when the outcome is not guaranteed. They'll remember you for being calm without being cold, and for being strong without losing compassion. Because compassion fills a room in a way that strength never will. That's something that you guys probably can never be taught fully in academy. So just carry this with you. Like everyone who spoke before me said, you know, you do this job like your family is watching. Because in the way they are, your name is on your chest, stitched on the back of your gear. And some of the people you help may remember your name. Others will never know your name. But they'll remember how they were treated, and they remember how you made them feel. So represent your family well every time you put the gear on, because you're carrying them with you every day. Don't let this uniform become the only thing that you see when you look in the mirror. And don't let this uniform be the only thing people see when they look at you. Wear with pride, do the job with everything you have. Respect this profession, your crew, and the people who came before you. But go home and be a whole person too. You know, for a lot of my career, I didn't think that there was any greater honor than serving Hawaii in the communities. But you know, I've come to understand that the even greater honor is being present for my family, being a good man, and never allowing this profession to take those things away from me. And you shouldn't let it take anything away from you. Be a son, be a brother, a husband, a father, an uncle, a friend. Be somebody outside of this job. Because the people in this room aren't here to celebrate, or they are here to celebrate the firefighter that you became, but they're here to celebrate you because they love you and they love what's under the uniform. They're proud of how hard you work to get here. They'll be proud of the work you do, but more than anything, they'll be grateful when you come home safe. And they'll need you to be present when you do. So do both of those things well. Serve your community with honor. Give the same commitment to the people who are waiting for you guys at home. So class 54, congratulations. Welcome to the profession. Welcome to the work. Welcome to the responsibility. And lastly, with HFA, we stand behind you. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. Aloha.
Thank you, Tay. Again, he'll be available for autographs in the back at the end of the ceremony. Maui's finest right there. Our next speaker represents our partnered agency from the state of Hawaii, Aircraft Rescue Firefighting, Chief Martinez Jacobs.
Aloha, can everybody hear? Okay, so I want to start off with to the class over here. This is a very special time for me because it's the last time I get to see the graduation class and so forth in it, because my days are numbered, 58 days in the countdown. And so you're just starting out today, and I just want to share some things with you that hopefully that you can embolden in your career and so forth. But and before I started analogies, I went for history. The late Chief Todd used to tell me I'm always talking about history, but I feel it's very important. I worked at Bishop Museum for 8 years to learn Hawaiian history, so I can get involved in that. And one of the most important things when I came over to be I went through the rank of firefighter all the way up to chief. I've been the chief the last 40 years. I've learned a lot, probably too long. But more importantly is I learned about culture and about taking care of mankind. And one of the big things about Hawaii County, when the EMT was coming on, I was with the Hawaii group learning to be EMT and so forth and learning about the system. And now we've come full circle where the departments interact, where we interact with the agencies and it's to the time now where we have even the firemen's sons in the class. So as I continue, I respectfully acknowledge the Hawaii County Mayor, Kimo Alameda, and the Office of the Mayor staff for their leadership, support, commitment, and to safety, well-being in our island's community. The Office of the Mayor provides the direction, the leadership, and operational supervision for executive branch departments, agencies, including Hawaiʻi Fire Department. We recognize the Hawaii County Chief and all the members of the Hawaii County Fire Department for their dedication to protection, pre-hospital care, medical, sea and land, search and rescue hazardous material. Today marks the beginning of your firefighters for Hawaii. May you serve with pride, humility, integrity, and commitment. May you protect life and property. Compassion, that you honor those who trained you. Always remember the people who train you, because refer back to them. They're giving you the foundation. Never forget where you come from. Those who support you, those who came before you in the department, congratulations on this achievement. Thank you for answering the call. As the 54th Hawaii County Fire Department recruit class steps in to become the member, of the badge you wear represents service, courage, integrity, accountability. Let your training guide your actions, your humility. Keep your learning, keep your teamwork, and the public safe. Continue to seek knowledge, respect your officers, senior officers, and carry the spirit of aloha throughout your day. Even when you're off duty, you're a first responder. Remember that. Reach back. There may be some of us that may not be doing so well in life. Help those people. The firemen, when they pass on that, go and honor their family. Please make sure that you go and honor that, because they came before us. They paved the way for us. Benefiting not only our members and the entire fire service community across Hawaii County, our island state. By stepping forward to serve in the certification, Hawaii County has stepped forward in the certification. And I sit on the committee on accreditation, and they came here. They had to do an audit of the fire department. And so there's 20 people from all different, some from different countries, some from different states. But the presentation, one thing rang out. The chairman of the board said, Chief Springer and his staff in his fire service career, that's Brian Bauer and Fred Piota, said this is the most wholesome. He says the best he's seen in his career. So that's a compliment to you folks out here. He says they always felt like family when they come, and that's why they've been Hawaii County has been designated as off-site testing certification center. Meeting with the Hawaii line of duty. One of the big things is Brian Bauer, he's the chairman, and we were doing a Teams call. He said that he's always felt like family when he comes to Hawaii, interacting with the different departments. So that's what you bring to the table. That's most important, is the culture that you bring here, because I'm from the mainland. I've been here since I was 18 years old. I'm an old man now, 74. But the most important is learning culture, caring for mankind, caring for one another. And that's what a lot of departments say, oh, we're brotherhood. Those guys are saying Hawaii County, Honolulu, Maui, Kauai, every time they go, it's a togetherness, and he can see that through the spirit. Moving forward on here is that more importantly is that you learn is that where you come from. So you have the Hawaii Firefighters Union. Never forget where you come from on that, because they provide benefits for your family, for you, they provide your retirement and that. Honor that. When they're doing something, get on board, be a team member. The mayor has initiatives, make sure you get on board. Be with that. You got to be one. And that's what, in my fire service career, that's what I've learned. And it's more importantly is that care for one another. When your fellow brothers down, look back, help them out. You will need these to make you whole when you go. When you go home, make sure you're home, not with the computer, whatever, you're home with your family, because it's a limited amount of time. I look back at my career and said that, was I always there? Was my mind there with my family, with my kids? And time with your family, your mom, dad, they're not with us forever. So make sure you're there. Be wholesome there, because it's good. And Hawaii is one of the last places that where they honor family and so forth. Please honor thy mothers, grandmoms, and mother your children. That's your queen. Be nice to her. Although they may be grouchy at times, you got to suck it up. Put your big boy badge on, okay? So moving forward is that I want to bring out is one of the most honoring things is that here is that this will make your career easy on here. The secretary. Be nice to the secretary. Make your career good. Be nice to the clerical staff. Okay? I honor them because they do a lot behind the scenes that we don't normally see, but be nice, make your career. It took me about 2 or 3 years to learn that as the chief going through. And so, yeah, I had to put my big boy panties on and go through, but it's good. So make sure you guys learn that, okay? So moving to the end, and this is most important, is may each of you place God first in your life. Remember the family first, mindful of the community needs and your critical contributions. Remember, provides the support and the initiative as well as ensuring your participation. Mahalo nui loa for your courage, discipline, and your dedication to protecting the people of the island. And thank you very much. Very honored that I was allowed to come here and speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And enjoy your retirement. I think the seamstress just ran out of space for another star, that guy. Our next speaker, we're lucky to have him. The name is a little bit different. We got our very own bouncer security guard, Mr. Mana'o. Please welcome Jay Kahe.
Aloha mai kako, chiefs, administration, instructors, distinguished guests, ohana, and most importantly, you big boys. Clap for. Aloha, congratulations, man. You know, I got to watch these guys through this past year because the training at the station I work at, I'm a driver at Hawai'i Fire Station, and I would watch them bust their butts, run, jump, push-ups, but I would also watch them connect and engage and learn. And I would normally, whenever I was around and they'd be getting smoked, I'd normally jump in doing push-ups with them. I would do the burpees with them, and whatever that last thing you guys was doing, the double push-up with the mountain climber burpee, whatever that was, you guys can have that. That was horrible. But firefighter Leon approached me and asked me, he said, on behalf of the class, we'd like to ask if you would be our guest speaker at our ceremony. And I'm truly humbled, guys. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And congratulations. I know that after my speech, you guys will be getting your badge. You guys are gonna have to earn that, but we'll be receiving a badge, but the community is gonna see a shield. That is meant to protect the people in our community that you are going to serve. So first of all, congratulations. I want you guys to join me in something, a little exercise, all right? And it's a real simple one. I want you guys to just, with me, take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out. And when you exhale, I want you guys to release everything that you were holding back this entire year. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Hanu. And out. Woo! I felt good, huh? That felt good for me, for you guys, right? Because I know that tomorrow there's no PT. Right? Tomorrow, RTO victory not gonna be breathing down your necks. Tomorrow, you guys not gonna have to hide one yawn when somebody giving one boring lesson, right? That little exercise and today's ceremony marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. And I'm sure you guys were all pushed beyond
limits that you didn't even know you had physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And today, this is the result. We have 18 firefighters who started out as 18 recruits with 18 different stories. And today you walk out different, stronger, more prepared, more capable, more disciplined, more thanks to your amazing training, cadre. Now, one thing I love about this class is how different they are, right? Look at them. We have athletes, we have tradesmen, a boat captain, an MMA fighter, kickboxer, a paramedic, we have students, a retail salesman, and we have a hula dancer, right? All different backgrounds, all different experiences, different strengths. Now, I was thinking about that. Every one of those backgrounds is going to be useful in firefighting, except maybe the hula dancer. Now that's a joke, because the reality is that's probably the most important one. There we go. See, we're not just firefighters. We're firefighters in Hawaii. Before ladders and tools and hose, we have people. It's about lahui, community, culture, engagement. And one day you're going to walk into somebody's home, and before they trust your badge, shield, your training, your experience, they got to trust you. And local people, they know if you're fake, right? But they also know if you're real, if you're genuine. If you can speak to a kupuna and then speak to a child in the next call, they know respect. And all the backgrounds, every experience you've had has prepared you for this job today. The department didn't hire identical people. They hired a team, which you all made a family. I had the opportunity to help at different phases of their training, including the driver training with my captain, Kyle Toma, back there. And one thing that I talked to each and every one of them about during driver training was this. Safe means going slower. But sometimes safer depends on your ability to go fast. Try them again. The challenge is knowing what moment you're in. And for some of you, that was a challenge. I remember these guys was driving and I was on the side praying, Lord, please protect this cone because this brother right here, I don't know. But that's the fire service, right? Most of your career will happen during the slow times. The training, the preparing, the learning, the cooking and cleaning, the building habits. Nobody posts that stuff on social media. But one day when the tone drops, it's going to be somebody's home, somebody's grandparent, somebody's parent, somebody's child, maybe one of your families. And suddenly, slow becomes fast. Good job, guys. And in those moments, your performance will be determined by what you did in the slow times. It's like they say, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your training and preparation. And our job is to always be prepared. Ohana, congratulations to you as well. Because while these recruits were earning those badges, so were you. Those long nights, those missed days, the study sessions, the cramming, the sore bodies, exhaustion, maybe a little attitude too, huh? And all the shoe shining and ironing that came with recruit class. Today belongs to you too. And while this career will ask a lot from these firefighters, it's going to ask a lot out of you too. There'll be more missed days, more missed holidays, birthdays, anniversaries. And someday they'll come home carrying things so heavy that they just can't quite explain to you. So keep doing what you've been doing over this past year. Keep loving them. Keep supporting them. Keep praying for them. And firefighters, don't get so good at helping strangers that you forget to help the people waiting for you at home. Last thing I hope you never forget. I want you guys to think back on the first day of recruit training. Somebody asked you,
why you wanted to be a firefighter, why you wanted this job. We were all asked this. You guys talked about wanting to help the community, just to help people, to be a part of something bigger than yourselves, the brotherhood, the opportunity to serve. See, somewhere along the line in your career, something won't go your way. A bad call, a promotion, a transfer, a schedule, a policy, a decision, a contract arbitration, something. And when that day comes, remember why you started. Remember how you feel right now. Remember the excitement. Remember the pride. Remember the privilege. So you can spend your days miserable, focused on what you don't have and didn't get, or you can be grateful for a career that gave you everything you wanted. The opportunity to serve, the chance to help, the trust of your community, the firefighter sitting right next to you, the family waiting for you at home. Today is your day. And every time you pull on those boots, I want you to remember why you wanted them in the first place. Because years from now, there's going to be a nervous recruit that walks into the apparatus bay of your station and he's going to watch you the same way you watched us, the same way you watched me. Be the firefighter worth watching. Show them why you love this career by making every day a one. Ohana, thank you. Class of 54, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Real quick before we do the pinning, what he said is true. Recruits, always remember your why. Your why may change throughout your career. I'll be honest, almost 20 years ago when I got in, my why was a sticker. You guys got your sticker. You guys, brand new Tacoma, lifted. Standard might put them above the Shopo sticker now. I don't know. But your why might change. Over the years, your why will change depending on family, your own situation. If anything happens, just back to your why. Always remember why you're here, why you're doing it, why we're waking up every day, day in and out to do what we're doing. With that, I would like to call up Acting Fire Chief Daniel Volpe and Chief Jacobs for the pinning ceremony. I would also like to call up the family members that will be pinning your recruit. How we're going to do the pinning is we're going to go by squads. So squad 1 first, then 2, and then 3. You guys told them who's in squad 1? Do they know? Okay. So if you're going to have the family members of squad 1 come up, we can start assembling right here before we start the pinning ceremony.
Attention. Right face. Forward march. Right face.
Ethan Stender. Pinning firefighter recruit Stender will be his father, Joseph Stender. Long before recruit class began, Joseph supported and prepared him for the journey to become a firefighter. Through many lessons he taught him growing up, he helped shape the person he is today and guided him toward this career he now enters. Recruit Stender would like to recognize the sacrifices his father and his entire family have made to help him reach this point entering the fire service. Crescent Nobrega. Pinning firefighter recruit Nobrega will be his parents, Crescent Nobrega and Jennifer Gomez. Going through what he described as the toughest year he's faced so far in his life, he'd like to share his proudest moment with the two people that gave him the gift of life. Through all the times of silence, unspoken hardships, and countless battles they have or continue to face, he wants them to know he's forever grateful for the man they've raised him to become. This day couldn't have happened without the two of you. Michael Enos. Pinning firefighter recruit Enos is his girlfriend, Tina. Throughout the academy, her patience, love, and encouragement have been a constant source of strength. Through the long nights, long distance, and every challenge along the way, she stood beside him with endless support. Michael is deeply grateful to share this milestone with her and looks forward to serving the state of Hawaii with integrity, pride, and dedication. David Watt. Pinning firefighter recruit Watt is his partner Carrie and his parents Dave and Glenda. Their love, patience, and support have carried him through every step of his journey to becoming a firefighter. Through the long days, training, and every challenge along the way, they have remained his greatest source of encouragement and strength. David is incredibly thankful for everything they have done to help him reach this moment and is proud to share this achievement with those who have always believed in him. Darren Polu Nakanelua. Pinning firefighter recruit Nakanelua is retired fire captain Kyle Nakanelua, his mother Lolita, and his woman Kali Olelo, who have been part of the integral support system that got him through the year. This badge comes with great pride, honor, and a reminder of the community he pledges to serve as his father once did for over 33 years. Today, the family legacy continues. Paul Leon. Pinning firefighter recruit Leon is his wife Michelle and his mother-in-law Laura. He wants to thank his amazing wife for her continuous support amongst the numerous challenges this year has brought. Michelle's love, commitment, and belief in him has given him the inspiration to make this achievement possible. He also wants to thank Laura for always being there, especially for his growing family when he needed her most. Lastly, he wishes to thank his friends from California who traveled to celebrate this day with him. This badge represents not only his hard work, but also the sacrifices everyone has made to help him reach this special moment.
One, left base. One, and good. Right base. Forward, march.
And we can have the family members of Squad 2 come up, Squad 2.
One, left base. Parade rest.
Boaz Ayers. Pinning firefighter recruit Ayers is his parents, Randy and Ali, as well as his girlfriend, Kayla. He would like to thank his family for their constant support through this journey. He is proud to represent his hometown of Kealakekua and to continue to serve the community in any way he can. He would like to continue to make them proud throughout his career. Hunter Wersig. Pinning firefighter recruit Wersig is his parents, Neil and Shauna, as well as his girlfriend, Sammy. He would like to thank them for their love, support, and encouragement that has helped him reach this milestone and for always believing in him and being there through every challenge. He would like to thank all of his other family and friends for their unwavering support as well. Love you all. Dorian Travers. Pinning firefighter recruit Travers is his wife Cassie, along with their son Dean and daughter Ezra. Their love, encouragement, and sacrifice had carried him through this journey, and he is deeply grateful for their unwavering support. Above all, he gives thanks to Jesus Christ for his strength and faithfulness every step of the way. He is thankful to share this milestone with his family as he begins his career at the Hawaiʻi Fire Department. Elijah Cruz. Pinning firefighter recruit Cruz is his fiancée Steph and his two daughters, Elena and Nanea. Their love, support, and encouragement have been his greatest source of strength. Thank you for standing by my side, believing in me, and making sacrifices so I could pursue this opportunity. This milestone is one that he is proud to share with his family as he begins his career serving the community. Daniel Perry. Pinning firefighter recruit Daniel Perry will be his mother, Lovey, who has provided love and unconditional support throughout his life. He is proud to share this moment with her as a symbol of his appreciation and gratitude. Throughout everything in his life, he is thankful to all of his family and friends for their steadfast encouragement, loyalty, and dedication. It has meant the world to him. Kaulana Navarez. Pinning firefighter recruit Navarez is his dad, Lieutenant Barry Navarez, celebrating this new chapter and his lifelong dream. Inspired by his father's service in the fire department and his mother's dedication to healthcare, Kaulana honors both family legacies through his commitment to serving his community. This milestone would not have been possible without the love and support from his family, friends, and Kelsey Joy, who stood beside him throughout this journey. This achievement reflects not only Kaulana's dedication, but also the legacy of service and support that brought him to this moment.
Squad, left face. Ball, attention. Right face. Forward, march.
We can have the family members of Squad 3 come up. Squad 3 family members.
Ball, left face. Orange, rest.
Joseph Lyman Jr. Pinning firefighter recruit Lyman today will be his father, Joseph Sr., accompanied by his mother, Kela, and girlfriend, Kaliko. He would like to express his appreciation and gratitude to his parents and family for always supporting him and always having his back. He would also like to thank his girlfriend for dealing with his attitudes after long days of training and for listening to him talk about all the land and pool PTs and crazy medical calls. He is forever grateful for his ohana and is excited to get on the road and serve. Kendo Ilento. Pinning firefighter recruit Ilento is his two sons, Keiichi and Kosuke, with their mother, Miwa. Kendo is very thankful for his loving family that bore the sacrifice of this recruitment process. Throughout this last year, Kendall would only be able to visit family on the weekends while they resided on Oahu. Lanakila Wilson. Pinning firefighter recruit Wilson is his wife, Ali'i, and their son, Lanakila, whose love and support have been his greatest strength throughout his journey to becoming a firefighter. He is grateful for his family and friends and is honored to serve his community. Christopher Simons. Pinning firefighter recruit Simons today is his wife, Mare, who encouraged him to pursue his dream of becoming a firefighter. She has supported him every step of the way, including taking on the responsibility of raising their son while Chris spent most of each week in Hilo. Chris is eternally grateful for the love, encouragement, and sacrifices his family has made by putting their lives on hold to support him throughout this year. If it were not for them, he would not be standing here today. Most importantly, Chris would like to thank his Heavenly Father, whose strength carried him through this past year. Jet Mance. Pinning firefighter recruit Mance is retired HFD Fire Captain Chris Mance. Throughout Jet's life, he has always been his greatest supporter. He believed in him even on the toughest days, encouraged him to persevere, and reminded him of the reason he stepped into his career. He would like to say to his dad, "Thank you for always standing by my side. It's an honor to have you pin my badge as I begin this next chapter of my life." Willie John Wagan III. Pinning firefighter recruit Wagan is his wife, Ajana. It has been one of the most challenging years of his life, both physically and mentally, but she has been in his love, strength, and support. He is deeply grateful for her encouragement and sacrifices and is honored to share this special moment with the person who has stood by his side every step of the way. But lastly, he also wants to thank his family and friends for encouraging him to always strive and to never give up.
One, left, face. Forward, march. Left, face. Okay, left.
Class 54, attention. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
and that I will obey the laws and ordinances
and I will obey the laws and ordinances
of the state of Hawaii,
of the state of Hawaii,
that I will familiarize myself with
that I will familiarize myself with
and be obedient to
and be obedient to
the rules, regulations, and orders
the rules, regulations, and orders
of the fire department.
of the fire department,
And I shall faithfully serve
and I shall faithfully serve
the residents and visitors of Hawaii
the residents and visitors of Hawaii
in the discharge of my duties
in the discharge of my duties
as a firefighter EMT
as a firefighter EMT
to the best of my knowledge and ability. You
to the best of my knowledge and abilities.
can put your hands down. Now remember this, because I'm going to hold you to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present the newest members of the Hawaiʻi Fire Department, Class 54.
Take seat.
At this time, I'd like to call up Captain Roback to give out the top 3 recruit awards.
40, attention. Right face. Forward, mark. Right face.
Aloha and welcome. The ability to work as a team is integral to our success as a fire department and to the success of a recruit. However, we do recognize individual effort. There will be 3 awards given today recognizing performance excellence over the course of Hawaiʻi Fire Department's nearly year-long training program. Awardees will receive the privilege of choosing their final permanent station assignment. There is a caveat. It will be based on department need and availability. We sincerely hope it works out. The first award goes to the most outstanding recruit. This award recognizes the recruit that excels during recruit training and is based on the criteria, which includes performance appraisal reviews, academics, drill ground performance, physical fitness, equipment maintenance, and personal appearance. This award was determined by the training cadre. The award goes to firefighter recruit Paul J. Leon. Firefighter Leon was chosen to be the class leader early on in recruit training. It has been common to change out class leaders throughout recruit training, but firefighter recruit Leon had shown exceptional competency in the position. He effectively organized the class, showed professionalism for the job, coordinated multiple events, and provided leadership for which his position required. Firefighter recruit Leon also maintained a high level of physical fitness throughout recruit class. No matter the difficulties he experienced during recruit training, firefighter recruit Leon was able to continue the leadership of his class. Firefighter recruit Leon's passion, performance, and dedication is the reason he has earned this honor. We would also like to acknowledge his family support during this grueling year. Congratulations, firefighter recruit Leon. The next award will be the Combat Firefighter Fitness. This is a time-based assessment conducted during recruit training. The recruit with the best time completing the event is awarded the Combat Firefighter Fitness. This event consists of a course incorporating a series of skills in a specific order. The course starts out with donning full PPE, including SCBA, shouldering a 50-foot bundle of 2.5-inch hose, and ascending 3 flights of stairs. The bundle is then placed down. The recruit must then pull up a 50-foot bundle of 1.75-inch hose 2 stories. Once completed, the 2.5-inch hose bundle is picked up and carried back down the stairs and placed on the ground. Next consists of moving a weighted block 6 feet with a sledgehammer. Moving on to carrying a 24-foot extension ladder, placing it for extension, fully raising, then lowering and place it back down on the ground. Next, dragging a 100-foot section of 4-inch hose 100 feet. Finishing the event by carrying or dragging a 185-pound mannequin 100 feet with the quickest time. As you can imagine, this is a very exhausting event. This award goes to firefighter. This event is meant to challenge a firefighter's conditioning and skill acquisition. It is a physical, demanding event with a finisher at the end, the 185-pound mannequin, which may weigh more than some of the participants. Congratulations, firefighter recruit Bob. His time for this event was 3 minutes and 58 seconds. So pretty quick. The next award will be the highest physical training score. This award will recognize the recruit that has the highest overall physical fitness score on the final physical fitness test, which is based on a 2-mile run, push-ups, pull-ups, plank, and a 500-meter swim. This award goes to firefighter recruit Ethan A. Stender. Firefighter Stender planked for 5 minutes and 34 seconds in the strict plank, ran 2 miles in 12 minutes and 50 seconds, completed 24 strict pull-ups, 59 hand-release push-ups to a metronome set at 60 beats per second, dragged a 4-inch large diameter hose 100 feet in 23.78 seconds, and completed a 500-meter swim in 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Physical fitness is a requirement in our profession. Congratulations, firefighter recruit Stender.
Left base.
Congratulations, guys.
Forward mark. Left base. Take seat.
I was wanting another round of applause for these guys. We're almost there, almost there. Before we end with firefighter linemen, I would just like to say a few words. Everybody got to talk with me, so just hold on. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the friends and families that are here with us today. Without the love and support from all of you, none of this would be possible. You truly are the unsung heroes for us. And that is true. Without the support from you guys, none of this could be possible. This is usually a point where I give a plug or a shout out to my wife and her Instagram, but it got shut down. I think because she was making fun of me too much, so I made a complaint. They shut it down. But with that, honestly though, for the families in here, I'm sure you guys all have a support group that you guys built. When these guys get to their stations, that family is gonna grow even more. You guys are gonna rely on each other. You guys need each other. Lean on that. They're gonna need it. You guys are gonna need it. Trust me, you can ask my wife. She knows. She needs all the support from the other halves as much as she can. Sometimes it comes in a red Solo cup. That does help too, but yeah. For our newest firefighters, I would like to formally welcome you into this department. This is probably one of the hardest things you have accomplished, and for that, you should be proud. Leading up to this day, I was trying to think of what to say or what to emulate, and I thought, why not go into a small piece of history, like Chief Jacobs likes to do, of the fire service and what it means to wear the badge or the Maltese cross that we all wear. For us, the Maltese cross is a symbol of protection, a badge of honor, and its story is hundreds of years old. Back then, there were a group of courageous crusaders known as the Knights of St. John who went into battle against the Saracens for possession of Holy Land. These crusaders are faced against a weapon of unknown territory, which is what we know today of as fire. As they made their advances towards the city, they were bombarded with glass balls filled with naphtha. Once the glass balls broke, Saracens would throw flaming torches at them. Hundreds of crusaders were burned alive, while others risked their lives in an effort to save their kinsmen from painful fiery deaths. These men became the first firemen and the first of a long line of firemen. Their heroism was recognized with a badge of honor similar to the cross we wear today. It's lived for almost 4 centuries on the island of Malta. This cross became known as the Maltese Cross. This cross is a symbol of your protection. It means that the firefighter wearing this cross is willing to lay down his life for you, just as a crusader sacrificed their lives for their fellow men so many years ago. This is our badge of honor, signifying that we work in courage. You mentally and physically, and you will experience things you never thought imaginable. It can also be the most satisfying. You bring new life into this world or get your first code saved. You will make mistakes along the way, but don't let that hold you back. Mistakes are how we learn. Remember, we are not just wearing a uniform or a badge. This is a symbol of hope for our community. Train constantly, and you always remember, don't train until you get it right. Train until you can't get it wrong. Congratulations and welcome to our department. Before we bless the food, go over a few things. I'm gonna call out firefighter Lyman. He's gonna bless the food, and then the firefighters are gonna walk off stage. From there, you guys can start making your way outside to give lay and take pictures. One thing we ask is you let the training branch take one picture with the recruits without any lays on. With that being said, I'd like to call out firefighter Joseph Lyman for the blessing of the food.
Okay, I'm gonna ask everybody to close you guys' eyes, bow your guys' heads. Dear Heavenly Father, come to you in this prayer. Just thank you, first of all, for just letting us come together, build a family with all the recruit boys, and just a family with everybody else in HFD, and the family you already had, and bring them into this new journey with us, Lord. Lord, I ask that you bless the food and the hands that prepared it, and just thank you for this day of fellowship, and just getting these badges and being able to serve our communities. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Thank you, firefighter Lyman. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Families and friends, on behalf of the Hawaiʻi Fire Department and the state of Hawaii, we proudly present to you the 54th graduating class.
Attention! Fall out! Right face! Forward, forward! Come on, come on.